Alright. After a quick little break, we're going to go ahead and keep going. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to head up. And hopefully we actually hit, you know, the blue mushroom biome here. So I guess, yeah, this is most okay, we're definitely going to the right place. That's good. That's really good. Let's see here. Okay, we're getting somewhere. And I believe I see... Oh, I thought I saw lichen. Never mind. Because that'll be very, very quick. We found lichen already. Alright, let's do a little bit of exploring. We're still 8 days away, well, 9 days away before summer is over, so we still have a little bit more time to explore a bit, which is good. Let's see if we can get ourselves... Ooh, there's pigskins here. I definitely want to take those. But I'll refrain from doing so right now. I'm gonna focus. Okay, I see bananas, so that's one of the areas. I wonder if this leads to nowhere then. I believe it does. I also look forward to killing at least 1 or 2 death worms, because I definitely need to have at least 1 glowberry to make myself some moggles. And I'll feel more prepared. Yeah, it's not this one. This is not the branch we need to go to. We have to head back to that one over there on the left. So yeah. However, very interesting world. It's all twisted down here. Alright, let's head back this side. We'll go to the left this time. Pretty cool though. We have a designated area just for light bulbs and glowberries. I actually kind of look forward to playing the other characters after this run. So if this run does end, I don't know when it will end, but if it does, we'll definitely would love to try some other characters. But here's the thing. What character should I play next? Should I make a poll for that? Should I make a poll for what's the next character I should try for the run? I might make official rules too after this run, because I want to make sure people know what's going on during our play here. So there might be that. Go ahead and use that. That's my final rope that I could make for now. Okay. But yeah, I'm curious what the next character should be. I will be playing every single character, and if ever I might... Whoa, what is that sound? Do you hear that? That was kind of creepy. There's like a, sounded like a saw. A nightmarish saw. Just scraping the ground for some reason. Okay. But yeah. So, I do plan on playing all the characters. Which means if I have to... Oh, we're here. We are here. Now, are you? You're not. Okay. So the plan is to play every single character. Which means if I had to play them again, I would. That's a death worm right there. Let's kill that one. Lovely. Okay. Here you go, pal. Okay, so based on the color right now, I think we are in dawn phase, which is supposed to be safe. I just want to get a little bit more glowberries, just because I would love to have some moggles. So having a couple of moggles would be great. And none of those are depth worms. Is this one? Nope, that's not a depth worm either. That's not one either. Okay. I think there's one coming to us. Yeah. I heard you from a mile away. Down above there's one too, so I wonder if it'll aggro as we're fighting one of its friends. We'll see it. Yep, here he comes. Here he comes. Cool. Alright. That one's not. That one is not as well. I'm able to tell because depth worms are gonna retain their wetness after the rain is over in the caves. So let's say once the sealing water is done, everything else dries up. There's a blue mushroom here. The depth worm still retains its wetness. Oh geez, we're here. We're in one of these. Okay. I don't know if I'm prepared just yet to go in there. I have a very bad feeling that I'll definitely die for sure, because I'm not fully prepared, nor do I have proper weapons. I think what I definitely need to do is get a lot, by a lot I mean a lot of living logs, because I definitely need dark swords. These tentacle spikes would do for now, but dark swords are for the win. Those are for sure what I need. So I'm just gonna play it a little bit safe. We know where most of the things are. I'm just gonna locate a little more and see if there's any other branches. Yep, such as this. That's one of the branches as well. We're gonna keep going. But yeah, until then, I definitely need to get some more proper weapons, maybe some proper armor, because I definitely would want to have football helmets as well, besides what I have right now. So yeah. There's going to be a little bit more prep. I definitely think I can rush it if I really wanted to, but I don't really feel like doing that just yet. As far as my better judgment goes. If I was Wigford, I'd probably just go for it right now, but I'm not Wigford, so. The safer play. Okay, we're saving. At least we know where the branches lead to, so that's good. So now we're kind of stuck. We still have 8 days left before summer is over, so I'm wondering what we can do right now at this moment, because we don't necessarily have you know, anything to do above ground. There really isn't much to do, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't really know what to do underground. One hand, I can probably just start doing the rune stuff, but I don't know. I'm not prepared yet. I would definitely want to find Hutch, though. So that'd be great. Let's go on ahead and make another pickaxe. Especially since we don't have Hutch, I'm going to make another opulent one. I would just use flint pickaxes, especially during this time still. We're not swimming in gold just yet. But at the same time, I kind of want to just, you know, gather as much as possible. If we find Hutch, I'm going to start building flint pickaxes, mainly because I usually preserve 1%, well, 3% every pickaxe, just so I can leave them for thermal stones later on. So it would be very, very much appreciated and needed to have. thermal stones. I don't need that, actually. Here you go, pal. But yeah, I don't know. Usually just bundle up some things I don't need, just so I have more space right now. Again, we don't really have a use for the luxury axe just yet, but I think what I'll do, I'll probably head back to a forest area underground and do some tree chopping, and hopefully, if we're lucky, I hope we can get some tree guards, because I would definitely love to have some tree guards and some living logs. That's one of the things we really lack, I think, in terms of, like, you know, resources. We definitely need tree guards. Man, I just finished non sequitur, by the way. I just finished the Good Place on Netflix, and might I say a very, very interesting ending. For anyone who hasn't watched The Good Place, I do recommend watching it first, because I'm not planning on talking about it right now anyway. But I would definitely say it's a very interesting series, and if you're ever interested in, like, a fun little sitcom that kind of talks about, you know, touches on a little bit about what happens after death. Again, I don't know what will happen later on after death. These are all just speculations and all that, but they make a very interesting, like, you know, storyline for their world, I guess. But I do think it's kind of, like, heartwarming and funny. So if you're interested in heartwarming sitcoms, definitely check out The Good Place. Beyond that, I recently finished watching a Marvel movie called Doctor Strange, the newest Doctor Strange movie. What is it called? Madness in the Multiverse or something? I don't remember. It was okay. I don't know. I'm okay with superhero movies. There's some superhero movies that I really love. That being said, like, the favorite superhero movie of mine is most definitely Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's the only movie I'll ever love to rewatch over and over again. But beyond that, all the other superhero movies are kind of like, yeah, they're okay. They're okay. Unpopular opinion, I know. Plus, I don't know. I don't really know what kind of movies I prefer watching nowadays. There's kind of just random movies I pick up now. I do think, for whatever reason, I kind of gravitate towards animated movies more for some reason. I'm a very big fan of animated movies for some reason. So let's say, like, a movie that was created by the same studio as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, The Mitchells versus the Machines. That's also one of my favorite movies as well. That came out, like, last year, I think. I think it was last year that it came out. It's a really good movie, actually. It's actually really, really good. And again, if you are interested in watching any of the movies, definitely go check them out. Most of them are on Netflix. Some of the newer Marvel movies are on Disney Plus, I believe. So if you're interested, definitely go check them out. They're okay. Especially the Marvel hero movies, they're okay. Definitely check them out if you're interested. But man, animated movies are great. I really like animated movies. And I also heard that recently, I rewatched all of Avatar: The Last Airbender and Avatar: The Legend of Korra. I rewatched all of them. I watched them before once and then rewatched them again. And I heard that they're saying that they might create some new series based on, I remember they're either talking about based on the main 4 characters as an adult. So I'm not sure if they're making a series or a movie of them. However, it's something along those lines. And then they're probably going to make a completely new character. If that's the case, that'd be great, because I'm interested to see who's next in line for the Avatar cycle. But here's a question in regards to like the Avatar stuff. If you were able to get one element, a bending element, so a quick summary for Avatar, you have 4 factions of people who can bend certain elements, and those main elements are water, earth, fire, and air. So you have the water tribes who can use water as their main ability, so bending water and ice and all those kind of things. And you have people from the Fire Nation who are able to bend fire and create fire out of their hands, because it's awesome. And then you have the Earth Empire and the Air Nomads. So, it's pretty obvious what they do. Bend earth, bend air. But in the show, they actually made a lot of technicalities for what you can have and what you can do with those bending, which is very creative, because it's not very black and white when it comes to bending. There's actually more to it. And for me, I would definitely want to be an earthbender, which is very funny because, I don't know, I always think that my second pick would probably be waterbending, but my first pick is definitely earthbending. I don't know why. I'm really interested in earthbending, mainly because I feel like there seems to be quite a lot of stuff you can learn with earthbending, which is pretty cool, such as leveling mountains, being able to refine your earthbending and actually learn to do metal bending or something like that. Beyond that, other people who are more gifted can actually learn how to do lava bending, which is also another term of earthbending, which is amazing. And there's just so much like things you can do with earthbending, and I'm not saying it's earthbending's the best out of all of them. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of amazing abilities in that universe, but personally for me, I'd be down to learn earthbending because that's awesome. So yeah, I'm definitely would love to be an earthbender. That sounds amazing. I would definitely want to sign up. But yeah, let me know what kind of bending styles you guys would be interested in using. Because I feel like, if only bending were a thing. That'd be very dangerous, but it would be pretty cool as well. I opened the wrong bundle. That was my bad. Let's see here. So I'm gonna have to make a rope, and then make my bundle wrap. And then now I can wrap up my things again. That. Okay. So now I gotta unwrap this. Yeah, I got food. Gotta make rope again. Excuse me. Alright. Here you go. I know I probably shouldn't feed you this, but you know what? You deserve it. Okay, so beyond that, I'm also going to go ahead and wrap my other things I don't need on me, like the beeful hat, just so I can preserve some more space. Reserve some more space, rather. And we'll start doing some exploring in the Lunar grotto. Also do the archives too, if we can. Just look at the things, explore a bit. The Lunar Grotto has got to be one of my favorite biomes in this world, in this game. Just because of how mystical everything is in this world. But the Lunar Grotto has to be my favorite, because it's just so, like, ethereal in a way. There's so many of these, like, weird lunar, Vitae Oasis, I think they're called. Sorry, no, it's a Vitra Oasis. So there's a lot of these Vitra Oasis, or Vitri Oasis, I'm not sure how you pronounce them, that just look amazing, to be honest. Like, could you imagine being in a cave and finding this, like, self-glowing biome with giant blue glistening mushrooms, and lots of large, like, gem-like, fountains, waterfalls. Those are amazing, you know? That sounds pretty cool. Also, thank you for the twigs. I'll definitely need these. But yeah, it is definitely a pretty cool place. The only thing I do think should be added, I feel, well, this is kind of my opinion. What I think they should do for the caves is probably add a little bit more music to it. Because you do have, or at least like, what is it called? Biome exclusive music. Like, I can hear a little bit of the music that you have playing in the background when you're in the Moon Island. I can definitely hear that in this area. Oh, jeez. What was that? Oh, it's my favorite mush gnomes. I like these guys. These guys are cool. But yeah, I kind of wish that they added, like, you know, some more soundtracks in the game. Because I'm actually really a big fan of the soundtrack they did for DST. They have a lot of really good music. Oh, another one. Another mush gnome. Actually, you know what? If I start killing these guys, I can get a lot of living logs too. And since they respawn anyway. But I don't really want to hurt them. They're kind of cool. I like them. Alright. So let us go inside the area as well so we can actually take a look and see if there's anything we can work on. We can make a hammer as well. Actually, never mind. Scratch that. I don't have grass anymore. I was going to say we can make a hammer so we can actually, like, you know, get in there. But we don't. We definitely do not. Actually, I can make a pickaxe. Yeah, I can make a pickaxe. I'll do that, I guess. It's never a bad thing getting more minerals anyway. Okay, I'll leave this out here. Let them preserve that for a thermal stone. And then we'll keep on going. Just keep trekking. Okay. This is a really cool area, though. One of my favorites, man. It's just so well made. Obviously, I can't wait to see what they plan on doing for the, you know, setting the stage arc of DST. They've been mentioning a lot about, like, you know, what's set in the stage, since setting the stage is the next large story arc of DST so far. The main thing that they've added so far was the Monkey Island, the Moonkey Island. And I feel like I'm okay with the whole Monkey Island. Like, I feel like it's pretty cool. But I'm not sure how it plays out for the whole arc itself. Since if it's got to be about, you know, setting the stage, what is the stage then? Is it about monkeys? Are we having a full monkeying storyline? Is the big boss going to be a giant gorilla? I mean, there's so many things to think about when it comes to the next story arc, especially since the whole Return of Them story arc was about how the Lunar boss is finally getting back into, you know, the constant and having all that be a part of it. And can we? Oh dear. Okay, I just realized what's happening. Worms are spawning soon. I'm gonna go back to that rock area. I can't believe I couldn't hear it first before. That's not good. But man, you know what I hope? I really hope Clay could make a TV series, or at least like an animated series of DST, like the Don't Starve universe as a whole. I feel like there's so much they could do for the storyline, and I really want to just see it come to fruition. You know, like it sounds amazing just having a full series of just the whole Don't Starve universe. Like, could you imagine being able to learn about all the things that happen around this universe, and like all the tidbits that the animations, the animated trailers for all the character reworks, what they mean for the grand scheme of things, I guess. Like, that sounds amazing. I'll definitely pay to watch that. That's so, man. I'll geek out about it all the time because it's actually a really, really good idea. But at the same time, I remember they mentioned it before in regards to why they can't do that just yet. Which I get it, but could you imagine if they were able to do that, though? That'd be so amazing. I'll be looking forward for that, though, if that ever happens. You got my money. Cool. Alright. We're just going to gather these. So, we still have 6 days to spend underground. Honestly, at this point, I don't mind heading back up a little bit sooner because I don't really know what else I would want to work on underground anyway. But we can still do a little more exploring in the ancient archives a little bit. And then see what else there is over there. But again, like, just getting back to like some of the animated stuff that they can work on. Imagine like a tidbit of like, the very beginning where Charlie and Maxwell got sucked in the constant in the very first place, like in the first place, right? How they like got through what they've been through. Did that make sense? Was that English? How did they get to where they were? Like, backstories of like what they did when they just got here. What was their backstory? What happened? What was the process of Maxwell becoming the major antagonist from the very first Don't Starve original, the solo edition, where he was the main antagonist of the game? And then how did he turn? Again, with some of the trailers that we've seen, how did Charlie overthrow him and all that? And with Wilson being in the picture, why did he release him in the first place, and all those things. Like, I just want to be able to see like an actual TV series that depicts the storyline. Like, that sounds amazing, to be honest. I'll geek out about it as much as possible because I'm really in for it. But yeah, I digress. It is definitely something I would want. Plus, we found the main entranceway, or the main puzzle area. Oh, I hear a dust moth. Hello. Actually, we can get you working too. Let's find a ancient kiln and make ourselves a... Oh jeez, that scared me. And make ourselves a ambrosia, just so we can feed it to one of these guys. But this is one of the coolest areas in the game, not gonna lie. Okay, let's see here. I think the power source was here somewhere. I think I saw it in the map earlier. There it is. So we have the main power source, ornate pedestal. We do not have a opal gem just yet, so we're not really able to use that. But again, from what I'm saying, like, once we do kill Dragonfly, we'll be able to actually do those things and fight, excuse me, and actually, like, work towards doing the cave stuff. So we can make those, Starcaller staffs, we can make ourselves magic lunescence and all those kind of things. I feel like that'd be great. So let's see here. I think that's all of it. Okay, we're still got one piece there. So this area actually is much bigger than the one that me and my brother's world has. This is way larger and has more routes to it. So let's see, how many of the forbidden knowledge we've seen? We've seen 1, 2. Did something just sneeze? Did the dust moth just sneeze? They can sneeze? Okay, I think there's actually 3. I think we've seen 3 already. So 1, 2. Okay, we haven't seen 3. That was the same one I saw earlier. So it's either these 2 areas. Oh, we're hungry. I believe it's this chat. This one, yeah, good. I guessed correctly. Okay, this is my final bundle wrap rope. So I'm gonna make it count. I'm gonna go ahead and preserve those because those are actually more important than anything else. You ready to go, Cap? Let's go. Okay, so we'll have to go down and up. And see if there's another forbidden knowledge somewhere. I think it's actually, is it called forbidden knowledge? Are those machines called forbidden knowledge? The watering, they kind of, you know what? They kind of look like a water machine you see in an office building. Like a water dispenser. Is that what they're called? I think it's called like a water tank. Well, probably not a water tank because those are large, I think. What are they called again? Fountain of knowledge. Okay, they're called a fountain of knowledge. Cool. Oh, hold on. A relic of an ancient civilization lost to the ravages of time. This is what I think is really cool about Don't Starve Together. Because each character has their own quotes. Oh geez, they have their own quotes in regards to like everything you can interact in the world, which I think, like, just in general, just having that amount of dedication to adding so much character for all of their, you know, different characters is, well, besides Wes doesn't really have much to say, but beyond that, having them have this much personality that matches their character is really cool. Man, I sound like such a kiss ass, but you know what? They have a very great game that they've made. And I stand by my statement. Do I have... Oh, I don't have any twigs? What? Really? Can I put rocks in? Oh, I can't. Alright, well, we're leaving. The Ancient Kiln. That's a very nice kiln, though. And this thing. A sealed portal. The design is reminiscent of the gateways we've traversed through before. It does. And I'm really curious to see what that entails later on. Could you imagine if setting the stage actually has links to that? And that actually bring us to a different world? I honestly don't think... So, sometimes I also think about what could be next for DST. Because if they ever have an end for DST, then I feel like that's going to be a very weird, you know, part about the game. Because I feel like whenever I play this game, my main idea of DST is that it's a sandbox survival game. You can live as long as you want. But if there's an ending, that kind of, like, you know, doesn't have that same, it doesn't have that same feel then. right? Because if there is an ending, then you can't really survive. The only reason for surviving then is just to get to that point and then end the game. So I'm curious if they'll ever make a true end for this game, which I'm not sure if I would want that. I mean, it would be nice to have an ending. Obviously, a lot of things should have an ending. But for a sandbox game like this, will they have an ending? How did Minecraft do it? Minecraft made the end in regards to the Ender Dragon, I believe. But then they added so many new, like, you know, lore bosses, such as the Wither, and now that they added the newest one, I forgot what the name, the Warden. It all like locks into a lore of that part, at that specific part of the game. So I think maybe what they'll do is kind of what's similar to what they've been doing already. So let's say like the section of Fuel Weaver. Once you've beaten Fuel Weaver, that part of the story has ended. Because you already know what happens then, and you know that there's something that's going on in the world that, you know, we can't explain. But then you slowly move towards the second major antagonist, which is the Celestial Champion, and you get a little bit more tidbits about that side of the story and what those, you know, characters entail and what they do. And maybe the next one for setting the stage would also be something like that. The only thing I hope that they'll do is not make Charlie a boss, because I would never want to see that be a thing. The main reason why I don't want Charlie to be a boss is because, well, you know, Charlie's the main antagonist. If we kill her, like, you know, how we treated with Maxwell, then she'll somewhat kind of be like a playable character, no? And if she is a playable character, then that kind of defeats the purpose for a lot of things she prepared for. Unless, you know, there is an actual threat out there in DST that kind of, like, you know, throws the balance off everything else. So this is the hard thing about, like, storytelling and things like that, because even I can't really figure out everything. Ugh, excuse me, just getting a little stretch. But yeah, there's a lot of things that they can do for this game, and I'm really excited to see what they do. That being said, I'm heading back up because I don't have anything else to do underground. I just want to focus on doing some base stuff, working on some, like, you know, more maintenance, and then prep for some boss fight afterwards. That being said, actually, while we're waiting for Beardred to spawn, we can actually head towards the Moon Island and do a little bit of work there. And then while we're at it too, since summer is here, I think beefaloes are no longer in heat, which means, oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to hit the mic, which means we can actually start doing you know, beefalo taming too. That can be something we work on. So let's see here. I don't really want to be above ground because there really isn't, it's not really a good idea being up here, to be honest. So I think what I'm going to do is just drop off some stuff and then head back down. Because I need to refuel the thing as well. I'm going to refuel the Flame-matic. I'm pretty sure by the time I get up here, there might be a chance something like burn. And I hope it's not one of those things, because those are important. Okay, we gotta head back down. I'm worried about my base. I'm scared that something will catch on fire. Though, the main thing I want to work on right now is actually get some more logs. Because by the time we do a lot of tree chopping, we actually have a chance of spawning a tree guard, and that would be very, very helpful anyway. So we'll do that. Also, a friend of mine has been telling me to start posting on Instagram as well, in regards to, like, my videos and stuff like that, but I don't really know what the format I should be using for. It actually is the whole new Instagram concept of making reels kind of eludes me because I literally have no idea what to do there. And it's kind of like, you know, I feel like for the things I'm working on right now, it doesn't really apply too much about Instagram. However, it does sound very interesting to do as well, like try out at least, you know? But I don't know. I guess time will tell. So we're just going to focus on doing some more maintenance down here. Make myself a shovel. I'm going to start making a little bit of a base here, because we definitely would like to have at least, you know, some semblance of civilization down here. There you go. Sanity's back up to a reasonable point. I'm going to start also dropping down some of these seeds. This would definitely be nice to have a reliable source of... Also, look at all these blue mushrooms. You know what? If I was fighting a boss with this amount of blue mushrooms, I'd be fine. However, it would be much more preferred if I had, like, you know, a dark sword so I can kill things before they can kill me. Kind of the ways how things go. But there's a large amount of filler here. Holy cow. That's so good. Anyway. So, let's try and get some more woodous rocks as well. So, I might actually head back to this place to get some more rocks and gold and what have you. Just so long if it's something I can gather, then I'll definitely do it. Also, one thing I never really done, cave bases. For the longest time I played DST, I haven't really done any cave bases at all. So I'm kind of curious how hard it is to do that. Here, pal. Sorry. I think you should be changing your... Yeah, you're no longer going to be scrappy soon once I stop fighting bosses. Okay, let's see. Look at all the materials I can get here. That's great. Lots of resources. Alright, where's my walking cane? There it is. I'm going to gather all of these. It's an interesting looking set piece, though. Just a patch, like a somewhat perfectly placed patch of grass and twigs. That's actually kind of cool. Kind of cool. But yeah, I never really have too much things to do in summer. I guess usually, if I don't have wildfires on in the world, which I tend to do on worlds that I don't plan on, you know, torturing myself in a way. Summer is not really that bad, honestly. Like, if you're doing underground caving anyway, there's no point to be above ground during summer. However, if you do have things protected anyway, so let's say you have a good base designed that everything's within a flingo and you don't have that risk of having things get burnt, being above ground is not really a problem. It's actually pretty nice. So yeah. But since I am playing with wildfires on, I do want to be a little bit cautious. However, I don't think it's really that bad if things do get caught on fire, because at the end of the day, the game has made a lot of strides in making things somewhat renewable. So when things do get caught on fire, you're not really going to lose much, or at least lose things that can't be replaced. So it's actually okay, in a way. Also got a little rabbit village here, which I gotta be very careful, because if I Steer here longer than I have to, and I have meat on my inventory. That's bad news bears. Where's my... There it is. Ouch. Okay. I do have certain things I'm not looking forward to do in this series, because I feel like if I do survive long enough to do certain boss fights, Crab King is definitely something I don't want to fight. Because I'm very sure if I fail on that one, it's going to be very hard to come back from. So yeah, I don't know. There's some things I'm really not prepared for, but we'll see when we actually get there. Jeez. But yeah, I guess that's all a part of the fun, huh? Trying your best and see how far you go. It'll definitely be a learning experience for sure. Alright, let's head back to our sinkhole area, our cave entrance, which is on that side. We can place down our fireplace and start slowly working towards making some base things. Fireplace. There you go. Okay. If I'm correct, I know you can cook these and they'll give you sanity instead of health. So I'm just gonna do that. Why not? And our sanity's now at 60. Great. So I'm also gonna bundle some of my things and get my food out. Like that. We can make rope, which means in turn we can make a bundle wrap. We can wrap back up our things. So we are currently 4 more days away before the moon, summer's over. I was going to say the moon event's over. It's not the moon event. Before summer will be over, so let's go ahead and do some more gathering real quick. Excuse me. Because I'm pretty sure we'll be getting there. And we can start making some adjustments under underground base. So whenever we are hitting summer again, we can just go down and have things prepped for us for the next adventure down here. Main thing we definitely got to do soon as well is make sure we make ourselves some muggles. And also get ourselves some items, some materials for making the hammer, pickaxes for the ruins area. We definitely want those. Okay, the game's saving again. I probably should have left. I probably should have left my pickaxes back in base, but you know what? I'm already here. I'll come back once I have enough to make a alchemy engine. Which that reminds me, I still need 1 log before I can do that. Okay, so that's definitely enough for a alchemy engine. I might as well get this pickaxe close to being 3%, so I can preserve that for another thermal stone. I do recommend doing this because there are a lot of the times when you have a long-lasting game. So let's say you have a world that goes over 500 days, 5,000 days. I wish. I haven't gone that far yet. But if you have a world that lasts for 500 days plus, you definitely want to reserve a lot of pickaxes, like these kind of 1% pickaxes, for your thermal stones, because thermal stones actually get through very quickly. They get used so much, so you definitely want to have those. Okay, I'm gonna go and drop off all the thermal stone pickaxes, and I'll head back out to do some more mining, because we do have quite a bit of twigs now, so I'm more prepared for some gathering now. Also, I have a question. I do plan on playing other games on the channel. That is a plan for sure. So I'm just curious if you guys would be interested in watching other videos besides DST. As much as I love this game, there are also a lot of games I want to kind of pick up and play. Because I am a very big fan of buying games. So I have quite a bit of games like just left on my library that I haven't really played at all. So I kind of just want to play them as well. And I'm curious if you guys would be interested in watching them. So let me know if you guys are interested. Oh dear. Oh, it automatically made something else. That's not good. Well, I made a potter's wheel by accident. I guess I need more logs now. But that being said, one of the games I do plan on playing is, since my friend was gracious enough to send me a game, I was planning on playing The Cult of the Lamb on the channel as well. So if you guys are interested, just mind letting me know on the comments. So I'll decide whether I'll just start playing that as well while I'm playing this run on DST. So let me know your genuine opinion, because the game actually is pretty fun. I played a bit of it. It's actually pretty fun. Yeah, hiss at him. You're still scrappy. Okay. So, alchemy engine can be placed. There we go. Lovely. You know what I want to make? I want to make a dresser. Because I kind of want to put on a new skin. I haven't really done that yet. It's been like 68 days and I haven't swapped my skins. I don't think we'll have enough logs for here though, so might have to make a little longer before we swap. But that's fine. Wow, I got robbed. It grew as I was about to chop that level 1 tree. And it basically took a little bit more durability from my axe. I believe it's 4 boards for the wardrobe, I believe. Is it? Wait, where is it? I thought it was in structures. Maybe clothing. Does that make sense? Okay, maybe not clothing. Excuse me. I think it's decorations then, right? Yeah, decorations, okay. Yeah, I need 4 boards. That's expensive for changing skins. Man, beauty takes a price. Let's see here. So, back to base. Let's go ahead and make our wardrobe and finally swap skins. That'll be exciting. There we go. Now, how do I want to look like? I haven't really swapped my skins yet, so let's see. I'm actually a very big fan of the Victorian skin. Victorian skin is probably one of my favorite skins for Wickerbottom. Because honestly, she just looks great. I feel like for a lot of the skin sets that you have on DST, the Victorian skin line is actually one of my favorites. I kind of wish, because there's still one character who hasn't have a Victorian skin just yet. The newest character, Wanda, she doesn't have skin just yet, so we're waiting on that. But yeah, it's really cool. Manners, my dear. Also, another cool thing that I really liked about how Clay does their skins and stuff, they put so much time and effort in all these like all these clothings, not just the looks itself, but also the descriptions of them. So let's say the Victorian set for Wickerbottom. How did Miss Wickerbottom accrue her fortune? Perhaps you should mind your own business. Like, you have little tidbits of the lore for that specific like clothing line. The perfect outfits for lounging in the drawing room, or putting the upper crust in their place, and upper crust in their place. Okay. So just all this kind of thing. You'd be the envy of all the the luncheon in this refined number. So just all these little tidbits. Like, it's really cool. If you're ever free and you don't have anything to do, like, you can honestly just go through all of these, because all of them has their own specific thing that, you know, they wrote for the characters, and that's incredible. So yeah, we're gonna do our Victorian set because that's one of the favorites anyway. But yeah, thanks again for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. we'll definitely catch you on the next episode, and hopefully by the next episode we'll probably be prepping for what is it called, autumn stuff ready. And I'm hoping by autumn we can probably go to the moon island to get some things to prolong our survival. So yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thanks again for watching and commenting, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care, guys. See ya.